Good evening, dear students. I, Priya Malhotra, I welcome you all to this interactive session on NEET 2022. Today, we are going to discuss about the subject-wise strategy for NEET 2022. I request our Vice Chairman, Air Marshal Dr. Pawan Kapoor, sir, to please give a brief insight about the session of today and about our panelists. Sir, over to you.
Can you unmute me? Yeah, okay. Good evening, dear students. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
It's my privilege today to welcome Dr. N.K Sharma.
Thank you.
I know all of you and most of you know him, but in his, I would like to say a few words about him. Dr. N.K Sharma is a graduate from Lala Lajpat Rai Medical College of Meerut. He is a very passionate doctor and a more passionate and compassionate teacher. Through his hands, thousands of students have benefited. Many of our students, many of our own related students, they have benefited. They have scored high marks, and some of our students have got, very high ranks in NEET. He has written books. He has been in this for more than 20 years. 2 decades of his life he has spent only in ensuring that the dreams of students who wish to become doctors and who wish to serve the nation, they get fulfilled. So he is actually, in his own way, a nation builder. It is a privilege to welcome him here.
Thank you so much, sir.
It is also a privilege for all of you to get a chance and opportunity to listen to him. So today he'll be apprising you that how you should prepare in the given time that is left for you for the NEET examination, how you should prepare various subjects, what should be the strategy for preparation of those subjects, and then how you should attempt those subjects in your examinations. So I am sure when you listen to him, you will get all the confidence, all the inspiration, and all the motivation to get down to your work in a very organized and systematic manner. So I will not waste more time. Thank you all for joining us. Please share this information with all your friends and colleagues so that maximum people can be benefited from him. And all those who stay with us, we are going to have this on a regular, at a regular interval. So please stay tuned to us. You will get more and more seminars from him, and whatever you need, whatever information you need, whatever clarifications you need, all that will be addressed by him. Over to you, Dr. Sharma, and thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. As always, your presence has always been a blessing to the entire organization, to the students as such, especially to me, sir. It has been very, very fruitful to get the opportunity to work with you, sir. So I am highly obliged, very thankful for this opportunity. So first and foremost, sir, I think the students are comfortable. They can actually hear me clearly here. Am I audible, everybody?
Yes, sir, you are.
To me, you are very clearly audible.
So the first thing first is that please try to understand that any entrance examination is basically more of diligence rather than intelligence. Now, this is time and again, every teacher will tell you. So what is required here is a day in and day out hard work. So that means excellence actually is a habit. So you keep on doing, you keep on having grit, having perseverance day in and day out, and you put in the number of hours. This is the basic requirement for medical entrance examination. For that matter, any medical entrance examination, believe me, if you talk to majority of the teachers, if you ask them whether you want to teach a student who is very intelligent but not very methodical or not very laborious, or a person who is of, let us say, average intelligence, if I can use that word, but is very, very hardworking, which of the two will you choose? So inevitably, I am absolutely sure that almost all teachers will say that we will go for the person who is more diligent, put in the number of the hours. So this is the basic thing that is required. Second thing, still, if I am right, this is the number of the days that is still available. So that means 80 days, 80 very quality days. So the thing is that what you do with these 80 days, what is your effort towards the selection? So what you can change in these 70, 75, 80 days that can actually reflect in a better result. So these are the days which actually matter. After 17th of July, the things are out of your hand. So please remember, it is your responsibility. It is your career at stake. You are going to give the entrance examination. It is a very high cost decision, and these are the golden 80 days. So there is a movie in Hindi cinema. It is called as Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar. So Amir Khan doesn't do much in the beginning, but becomes very serious, very hardworking, and in the last lap has a race of his lifetime. And then the title of the movie was Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar. In this world, you may find it very ruthless for me to say. It is the results which are rewarded, efforts are not. So बेटे बड़े ध्यान से मेरी बात सुनिए, those who are more comfortable in Hindi, ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि इस दुनिया में लोग आपसे रिजल्ट पूछेंगे, ये नहीं पूछेंगे कि क्या हुआ, आपने कितनी मेहनत करी. Only parents will be sympathetic to you कि okay, no problem, आपने बहुत मेहनत करी, but this is a ruthless world. This is where the people ask you what happened, result क्या आया. And on the 17th of July, we want to be in the category of the students who are selected. Entrance में दो ही result आते हैं बेटे, selected or not selected. So the choice is now mine. It is my responsibility. Success बेटे शुरू होती है तब जब आप अपनी acceptability accept करते हैं. Yes, you feel, yes, I am responsible for myself. So if you think that what is happening with you is because of the fate or something like that, then this is the world's biggest lie. There is a cause and effect relationship. If you do not study, you are not going to get through a medical entrance examination. So if you put in the number of hours, if you give X number of hours, I'm absolutely sure there is no concept in the NEET entrance examination that is beyond a student of class 12th in this country. This is a very, very simple thing. There is always a cause and effect relationship. Somebody gets a heart attack. It is not because of the curse of the god. It is not because of the fact. There must have been some risk factors that this person was not able to avoid. Cigarette smoking कर सकता है, हो सकता है healthy lifestyle ना हो, healthy weight ना हो, diabetes control ना किया हो. All these factors. So there is a cause and effect. So I am responsible for my fate. This is very, very important thing. I want the responsibility to be on my shoulder. This is absolutely clear. अब देखिए. Now, how to utilize these 80 days? So let us talk about, as is the topic of today's webinar, that the subject-wise strategy. Biology, it is pretty straightforward. So biology, this is my subject. I can tell you with absolute conviction that this paper is going to come from NCERT textbook. So NCERT textbook, nothing else. So this is beginning and full stop. In between, you have only and only NCERT. Read only and only NCERT. At least read it once and give it time, and then practice the questions. So first read, then practice. Read only and only NCERT. So we are absolutely sure about biology that nothing else is required except NCERT. And first, please read it, and then you attempt the questions. Don't do other way around. Still there is a lot of time. You can read NCERT meticulously multiple times. So suppose you give 4 hours per day to biology. So this would be around 320 hours. and biology of class 11th and 12th is less than 500 pages. So just imagine what I am trying to say. So still, this is the number of hours which is available, and if you invest this time in reading the NCERT, you are absolutely sure about it that you will get at least 85 plus questions out of 90 that you need to do in the NEET entrance examination in biology section. So biology, it's a very simple strategy. Limit yourself to NCERT and NCERT alone. Give these number of hours and then practice. So this is a simple strategy for biology. Now, if you come to chemistry, so chemistry would be physical chemistry, there would be inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. So these are the things that normally students are comfortable. So normally the students are comfortable in inorganic and organic. Medical aspirants find physical chemistry slightly different, slightly difficult. So what my advice would be for physical chemistry would be that every chapter will have 4 or 5 important formulae. So please remember, there are, let us say 6 or 7 chapters, and each chapter has 4 or 5 very, very important formulae, and you write the formulae, and for every formula attempt 4 or 5 different types of questions. So this becomes a number of questions that would be approximately 200 or odd questions, and that should be good enough. Again, please understand what I'm saying. For physical chemistry, the chapters, note down 4 or 5 the important formulae that are given in the chapter. For each formula, attempt 4 or 5 different types of questions. There are plenty of practice questions available in the books. Plus, please try to look at the variety. Do not try to do always the same type of question. So you take a are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
So there was a momentary, I think, I don't know, I lost the screen. So the basic thing is, this is what you need to do. And obviously you have a fact sheet of inorganic and organic and revise them daily. And when we come to physics, this is where the most difficulty arises actually for a medical aspirant. Now try to be realistic in physics. Try to be realistic in physics. Suppose you are saying that I am going to get around 130, 140 marks in physics. This is what I want to achieve in physics. And therefore, be absolutely sure about the topics that you are comfortable. This is where you do what is known as a SWOT analysis. Look at your strength and the weakness, opportunity and threat, and work basically on your strength. In physics, work basically on your strength. So do not try to improve, put in a lot of time in your weakness. There are a few topics that you can actually really still afford not to go into very deep into, not to invest a lot of time. Obviously, you have a little bit of knowledge, and it can happen that the question can be straightforward. But do not invest a lot of time in weakness, and please do not neglect your strength as well. So clearly identify the topics in the physics which you are comfortable in. Try to practice more and more in these topics, and try to at least get 130 marks, because 160 in chemistry is easily doable, and everybody knows that 350 in biology is again very easily doable. And if you look at this would give you more than enough marks that are required to get a good seat in a government medical college. So this is in a nutshell, the subject-wise strategy that we are saying. This year, there is a very, very important change. The important change is that the number of minutes given for the NEET entrance examination is now not 180, it is 200. So that means they have increased 20 minutes. And in section B, you have a choice of leaving 5 questions. So please take your time in section B. Even in biology, please see all the 15 questions and then do the best 10. So it is absolutely important that in section B, you get in all the subjects, all the 10 questions correct. You have now plenty of time available. First, you see all the questions and then select the best questions and only attempt the best question. This is a very, very important strategy for this year, because the change in the time has been such. So I hope I have given you a little bit of idea. To be more specific, let us take your questions directly so that you can ask your problems, and to the best of our capabilities, we will try to answer them. Ji, madam. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I think it will be better if they ask question and then we can be very specific.
Yes, sir. There are a few questions in the comment section. The first is, sir, time management at the exams.
See, time management at the exam. So time management. Dekho bete, one thing is absolutely clear. One thing is absolutely clear. You have to go through 1 to 200 questions. You cannot afford not to see any question, number one. Therefore, you require speed. And therefore, please practice that how to not waste time, how not to get stuck in a question which is seemingly difficult. So what is going to happen is that once you go through the paper for the first time, say for example, you are going to attempt biology, and let us say biology begins with 1 and ends at question number 100. So you say that, okay, in 35 minutes, I will be able to see all of them, and somehow I will not be wasting time in the questions which I know are difficult or I am not remembering. I will come back to these questions again. Now, what is very, very important is that you cannot afford not to see any question. So from today onwards, what is your practice criteria? The practice criteria is how to see at least once question number 1 to 200 in one go in the least minimum time. And this is done only and only if you see that a question is taking time and you have the capability of skipping that question, jumping to the next question, put a tick mark there so that you know that when you come back, you will have to attempt this. And this is something very, very difficult to achieve. बहुत से बच्चे इस काम को नहीं कर पाते हैं, पे क्वेश्चन को छोड़ के आगे नहीं जा पाते हैं. क्वेश्चन आसान है पर अभी निकल नहीं रहा है. It may happen that right now you are stuck up in the question, you are not remembering the formula, you know the question, and therefore you are not able to move on. So please move on. So this is time management, as you said, in the examination hall. In the examination hall, please move on. And there is a very, very important term that I am giving you. Please let go. So if there is a question that you are normally able to do, and in the examination hall, somehow the question you are not getting the answer, please leave it. Please leave it and move forward, because otherwise this question will become a catch-22 situation. आप आगे भी नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे, इसको छोड़ भी नहीं पाएंगे, और आगे के पेपर में भी आपकी साइकोलॉजी पे असर आएगा और पेपर खराब हो जाएगा. So this is what we say. First priority is that you have to see all the questions in the first round, attempt the questions which you are absolutely sure. Every 10 to 15 questions you mark in the OMR sheet, and somehow you come back and see what are the questions that you want to see again. But this is very important. Again, I am saying you get 600 plus marks if you are virtually attempting the entire paper. You cannot afford to leave any questions without seeing, because that question might be very, very easy, and therefore again and again, I think now it becomes a boring repetition. The first thing is that you will have to see the paper one to say, for example, in biology, take 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you will have to go through the entire 100 questions and at least attempt 60, 70 in the OMR sheet. This is how you start practicing right now. Attempt a paper daily, fill in the OMR, simulate the examination situation, and see that how this thing gets improved. I hope this answers the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. The next question is, dear sir, please guide how to reduce the negative marking.
See, now, my philosophy is that you can actually reduce the negative marking only by knowing the subject completely. Now, let us be very honest, there is no magic wand. As people say कि ऐसे कर लेंगे वैसे कर लेंगे ये हो जाएगा. There is no substitute, there is no shortcut to success. Am I right? So the first and foremost thing is that I can tell you that you will not have any negative marking if actually you know the subject. So first thing is that the knowledge is very, very important. And even more important than knowledge is the application part. So what I suggest the students is that do not look at the choices just at the beginning. So आप में से बहुत से बच्चों ने देखा होगा कि क्वेश्चन पढ़ने से पहले ही आप चॉइस देख लेते हैं. So let me ask you a question. Madam, can they chat? Can they give answer in the chat?
Yes, sir, they can.
So I am asking you a question. I am asking them a question. Scurvy is caused by. So this is a question. This is a very simple question. And please tell me what is the answer. So please tell me, let me show you that how to curb negative marking. Bataiye, what is the answer? So what according to you is the answer?
Sir, answer आया है with vitamin C.
Vitamin C. So अब मैं इन सबसे ये कहूंगा, this is only class 5 level question, बेटे. Do you agree that this question is only a very, very simple question? It is of class level 5. Somebody now has given the correct answer. The answer is none of these. So scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. Scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. Vitamin C is actually the treatment of scurvy. So the answer is actually none of these. So please, now just you can have a good laugh. Many of you might have committed this mistake. This is a very common mistake. Very commonly, I have asked this question multiple times in multiple batches, and most of the students normally in the first go, they are not able to do it, and then we all have a laugh. Now, what is the lesson here? The lesson here is that please understand the question. So normally what I will do is that I will put my hand like this on the choices, and then I will read the question twice. Scurvy is caused by, and think of an answer. The answer is deficiency of vitamin C. So if I ask you to write this, what causes scurvy, I am absolutely sure you would have answered that scurvy is caused by deficiency of vitamin C. And if you are able to recollect deficiency of vitamin C and then see the choices, then you will be able to see none of these, and you will easily understand that this is a problem. So in majority of the question, what is the basic thing? The basic thing is that do not look at the choices right at the beginning. That can be a very fatal error. Now what happens is your brain is very, very funny. आपके पास WhatsApp पे ऐसे मैसेज आते होंगे जिसमें बहुत spelling mistake है. There are so many spelling mistakes, but your brain reads them correctly. This is how your brain works. आपका ब्रेन आपको वो दिखा देता है जो आप देखना चाहते हैं. जो दिख रहा हो सामने वो नहीं, जो आप देखना चाहते हैं कई बार वो दिखा देता है. Suppose I ask you, what is the function of bile pigments in the body? बताइए. What is the function of bile pigments in fat digestion in body? बताइए. एक और क्वेश्चन बताइए. What is the function of bile pigments in fat digestion in body? बताइए बेटे. Please tell me the answer. So we are looking at how not to get negative marking. So most of you are saying emulsification of fat. And don't you think better that it is the function of bile salt? And please see what is written here, bile pigment. And you are telling me the answer for bile salt. I am asking you bile pigment. You are giving emulsification of fat. Emulsification of fat is actually a function of bile salt and not bile pigment. If you have read it coolly before giving the answer, immediately you would have remembered that bile pigment is the term that is used for bilirubin and biliverdin. They are the excretory metabolic waste product of hemoglobin when the RBCs are destroyed. And therefore, they are excretory product. They do not play any role in any digestion at all. It is actually the bile salt that actually play the role in your fat metabolism. This is a very, very common mistake students do. आपने भी करी होगी. Even everyone who is watching this webinar would have committed this mistake कि एग्जाम में घर आने के बाद में एकदम आपको दिखाई दिया अरे वहां तो नॉट नहीं पढ़ा. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन में एक्सेप्ट था क्या? Was the question based on exception? Was there a not written? Not true was written. This is what you come out of the examination hall, look at the question paper, and then you are able to see कि अरे मैं तो उल्टा लगाया. So this is what is a very important thing. Apart from knowing the knowledge, the subject, This is absolutely paramount. Without doing a subject, you are not going to get selected, no doubt about it. But it is more important that when you know the subject, you have seen the question, this question should be correct in the entrance examination. Normally, students are not selected for the questions which they know and they commit mistake. Rare things are rarely asked in entrances. Mind you, I can tell you with conviction, in biology at least, you have to agree with me that rare things are rarely asked. They ask very simple, straightforward thing. The problem is that there is a career at stake, there is a time limit, and there is a negative marking, a lot of pressure, and only the students who are able to sustain, soak the pressure and perform under pressure actually are able to do much better in the entrance examination. I hope this will help. Aur bataiye.
The next question is, are 11th and 12th books are enough for NEET 2022?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Without doubt. Without doubt. Absolutely.
Okay. So the next question is, sir, can you tell us, is this year NEET syllabus is different from the last year? I am nervous on these things.
No. So that means that I think the student is asking about the 30% portion that is deducted from the board entrance examination. So this is the basic confusion whether they will ask this or not. Answer is yes, they will ask the entire chapters, all 38 chapters in biology, all 97-98 questions, chapters in physics, chemistry, and biology. But majority of these things would be in section B, and though it is not always true. So there will be questions from the deleted portions in section A and section B as well, but more will be in section B, and in section B you have a choice to leave 5 questions, so that negates a little bit of effect of this. Otherwise, please read all the topics in all the chapters of the NCERT, because all of them will be asked in the entrance. There is no cutting, deleting, etc. for NEET entrance examination. I think it is absolutely clear now.
So the next question is, sir, can we predict our real NEET scores by attempting the mock test and the score that we obtain in mock test?
That depends on better the quality of the mock test. Obviously, you can understand what I am trying to say. So if let me tell you something about my own subject. So if we are doing a mock test, and in the mock test, majority of the questions are from NCERT textbook. They can be derived from NCERT. They can be directly lines of NCERT, but they have to be the NCERT. Then the test is okay. Test is good. Now, please understand, this is very important, because we know that out of 90 questions, around 87, 88 will be directly from NCERT. So our focus should be NCERT based test. If you are doing a mock test which you believe is based on the NCERT syllabus and you are doing well, yes, you can. If you can actually think of a score that you are likely to get in the NEET entrance examination, provided you don't feel pressure in the entrance examination, because pressure can be very funny. So pressure can, only 5 or 10 minutes of pressure in the entrance examination can be actually very devastating. So my advice you, if you are doing very good in mock test, you are very likely to do very, very well in the entrance examination. Have this confidence. Without confidence, please understand, nothing is achieved in the life. So there must be a confidence. You should believe in your capability. You have studied well. You are doing well in the mock test, the tests which are actually very relevant based on NCERT. You are doing very well. Now, just what is required is a positive attitude, a calm, cool temperament, and the performance under the pressure, and you will be absolutely successful, no doubt about it. So if you are doing well in the mock test, that is a very, very big plus. Have more confidence in your capability, attempt more tests, get more confidence, go into the entrance examination with confidence. This is the buzzword. Yes.
Okay. So next question is, among physics, chemistry, and biology, which subject is to be attempted first and which one is to be attempted last?
See, this is my advice. So it is not one size fits all. So this is my advice. So it may work for most of the students, but not all. So normally it is good if you are good in biology, attempt biology first. Now, there are two reasons for this. Reason number one is that if you are strong in biology, you are likely to get, say, for example, 80 questions in the first attempt. So you will be leaving only 10. You will attempt 80 questions, and almost all of them will be right. You know this when a good student is doing the paper, he or she knows that what is happening with him or her, and immediately you know that 320 numbers are in bag, and this may be less than 40 minutes. Just imagine the confidence that you will have. In 40 minutes time, you are through with biology. You think that more than 80 questions are right. You are already sitting on 320 questions, 320 marks. This is the confidence you take over to physics and chemistry. There is an all-rounder in a cricket. Aajkal IPL chal raha hai, aapko pata hai. Somebody who bats and balls is called as an all-rounder. If he does well in bowling, then the commentator normally say that he will bat well as well, because this is the confidence that he will be taking from the first innings into the second innings. And his performance today will be much better because he has done good in one of the field. So this is likely to rub off in the next field as well. So this is the rationale when I say if your biology is strong, you must attend biology. You should take less than 40 minutes. The first go, around 80 questions you will get correct, and immediately you have more than 2 hours for physics and chemistry. The second one would be the one which takes maximum time. So that would be, for me, it would be physics. And then finally, I will come back to chemistry. This is my advice. It is not fitting all. So please try to understand that for almost all students, this is very, very good strategy in NEET entrance examination. So this is a very, very good strategy for the simple reason that even if you are very, very good in physics, then the physics paper may actually be lengthy. So you are very good in physics and you start doing physics, it is very lengthy. And because you are very good in physics, you are getting all the questions right. And suddenly you look at the watch and you see that 1.5 hours is gone. And then you feel panic that I still have to do biology and chemistry. And in that panic, you are likely to commit mistake. So even for the students who are very, very good in biology, if they are good in very, very good in physics, if they are good in biology, I will say that please attempt biology first. Normally, what is the lesson here? If you don't have a very, very strong subject, something else, and suppose the biology is weakness, suppose biology is not that good, you are much better in physics and chemistry, then always start with your strongest subject. And for 90% plus students, this should be biology. Ji, madam.
सर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है सर. एग्जाम है, मेंटल प्रेशर बच्चों पे तो आएगा, सो प्लीज गाइड हाउ टू कंट्रोल ऑन फियर ऑफ एग्जाम.
Madam, this is a separate topic. We are conducting a webinar on this only. Dr. Dinesh से मेरी बात हुई थी. Dr. Dinesh है क्या यहाँ पर?
Yes, sir.
Is he available?
जी sir.
Sir, this is one webinar that we
the students. Yeah, I would like to inform the students that Dr. N.K Sharma has been kind enough to plan a series of webinars for all the students who want to, who are preparing for the NEET exam, who will appear for the NEET exam on 17th of July. So Dr. N.K Sharma will give us a schedule of these webinars, which will help you not only to prioritize your time, to give you a direction, how to prepare, how you should utilize the remaining days, which are like almost 80 days as sir has told to your NEET exam. So everything will be done and we will provide you with the schedule. And please subscribe to our channel so that you get the notifications of our future live sessions with Dr. N.K Sharma sir. And with this, Dr. N.K Sharma, we do not have any further questions, sir. So maybe we'll do this topic, the last question that the student has told on this topic, we'll do the webinar.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think that this is actually the most important question asked today, because you know everything and now the result should come. So there is a difference between lip and sip. And this is where the mental attitude actually comes into play. And this is where myself, Kapoor sir, and Dr. Dinesh, when we all will be available, and we will actually have a very good question hour session with you. It may be, as I told you, there is not one strategy that fits all. So if you talk specifically, we can give specific answers. So this is a very good session that we can actually plan in very, very near future.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. N.K. Sharma. And once again, I'd like to thank all the students who have joined us. We really hope that we were able to give you some useful information that will help you in your preparation for NEET 2022. Students, please याद रखिए ये एक एग्जाम है और ये एग्जाम आपकी जिंदगी तय नहीं करेगा, इसलिए डोंट टेक टू मच ऑफ प्रेशर, और इस प्रेशर को कैसे अपने से अलग रखना है इसके लिए जुड़े रहिए हमारे चैनल के साथ. Do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon, क्योंकि हमारा जो next session है वो इसी topic पे रहेगा, how to remove the pressure of NEET exam from your minds, और कैसे free mind से NEET exam के लिए prepare करें.
And even it will be very good if the parents are sitting there, sir.
Okay, so
because it is two-way thing.
Yeah.
बच्चे के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा प्रेशर पेरेंट्स की एक्सपेक्टेशन से आता है और पेरेंट को लगता है मैं कुछ कहता नहीं.
सर रिश्तेदारों को भी बुला लेते हैं पूछते हैं.
तो पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि मैं कुछ कह नहीं रहा, लेकिन मोस्ट ऑफ द लैंग्वेज इज नॉन वर्बल. कहीं आप कोई गलत सिग्नल तो नहीं कन्वे कर रहे हैं. सो लेट अस हैव अ वेरी गुड चैट ऑन दिस.
Yes sir, so it is a very important topic, and thank you all the students who have joined us today for this session, and we request you that for next session please अपने पेरेंट्स को भी अपने साथ रखिए, so that we can talk about the mental pressure which is there because of NEET exam, और आप उस प्रेशर से अपने आप को कैसे फ्री रख सकते हैं और एक फ्री माइंड के साथ NEET एग्जाम के लिए अप्रोच कर सकते हैं. Thank you, N.K. Sharma, for joining us, for your time from your busy schedule, and thank you once again all the students. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. Please share the video with your friends and with the fellow students who are appearing for NEET exam 2022. Best of luck, keep preparing, and we are always there to guide you in the best possible way. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Best of luck.